We are arriving in Sichuan's provincial capital, Chengdu. As one of China's first-tier cities, Chengdu is home to numerous famous universities. Hey Wang.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
This is student Wang Budu. So this is where you study?
Yes.
The 19-year-old is from one of many impoverished mountain villages in Liangshan. Wang, where are you from?
I'm from the Liangshan prefecture in Sichuan. It's a small village in Rong'an County.
Is it far from here?
About 9 hours drive.
9 hours drive? It's up in the mountains?
Yes, poor village, very remote.
Wang Budu is from the Yi ethnic minority group. His parents and grandparents are farmers. He studied as a boy, so he didn't have many dreams.
When we were small, we herded cattle and sheep.
Parents had no concept of sending children to university or for higher education.
The parents wouldn't let you go to school. You'd have to fight for yourself. Many of us capable of studying never got the chance to go. Brother Hai.
Hello.
Hello, Brother Hai.
Hello.
This is our village secretary, Brother Hai.
Zhang Dahai is the Poverty Alleviation Secretary of Wang's village. Zhang came from a county town. He saw firsthand how village kids start from a disadvantaged position.
In the past, once every few years, one village student may get lucky and go to university. Otherwise, they will stay home as farmers after junior high school. Without an education, without university, they may take up some odd jobs without a stable income. But after university, they can find a stable job, making more than 4,200 yuan a month. So if one child goes to university, the whole family can be lifted out of poverty, and they can continue to stay out of poverty.
Over past 5 years, Zhang kept convincing villagers that education is essential. Now major changes are happening. Brother Hai watched you grow up. How has he affected you?
Brother Hai told me that society keeps developing. If I didn't work hard, I would be like my grandfather and my father and my uncles. I could see the calluses on my father's hands and the wrinkles on his face. His face was getting more tanned by the day. Then I really thought about it. I thought about what Brother Hai said. And what he said was right. If I don't work hard now, I'd be exactly like my father.
Brother Hai's words inspired Wang. But without the resources of students in the city, how can a village student compete for a seat in the university?
In the city, they can go for all sorts of tutoring or interest classes. In the village, kids have no access to such resources, so they are limited in the first place. Those who start out in the city have a huge advantage.
One state-owned electric power company in Sichuan decided to introduce a unique poverty relief program. They are offering free tutorial lessons to ethnic minority students from remote areas in the province, so they can cope with the national college entrance exam. College teacher Yang Jiangxin, along with other volunteer tutors, have joined the program.
We each have our own strengths. We have doctoral and master's degree holders on our team. 3 teachers for each student, focusing on their weaknesses, giving them corresponding support, elevating them to new levels, closing their gap to those in the city, so that they can achieve major breakthroughs in their growth and development. We do this to close the gap and correct the imbalance.
To Wang Budu, 2020 was a special year. Brother Hai enrolled him in the support program, where he got tutorial lessons from experienced teachers. Wang grit his teeth and decided to go for his dream.
自己一个人一步一步
I worked hard on my own, step by step, and finally came the big days, July 7th and 8th. I scored 30 points higher in chemistry. The first message I sent was to Brother Hai. It's like a dream that day. I couldn't sleep the whole night, couldn't sleep at all.
He made it through the exam. Though he didn't get very high scores, Wang Budu still qualified for tertiary education. He picked a college in Chengdu. When school started in September last year, for Wang it was like he had leaped the mountains of his youth and reached the big city for the first time.
To come to Chengdu, we climbed over a mountain 3,184 meters high. To me, to venture out of Dalongxiang and see the outside world, it's even better than I'd imagined. It's not like a dream anymore.
Wang is now studying electrical power engineering. The tutoring program's organizer, the power company, is sponsoring Wang and other poverty-stricken students' tuition and living expenses. That's over 60,000 yuan each for all 3 years. They also get home visit subsidies each year. Have you ever thought about coming to the city for college? This must have been like a tale coming true.
Never thought about it. Brother Hai's words affected me greatly. He made me go after a future I had never even dreamt about.
From being a farmer to finding a job from the mountains to the city is a huge change.
It's graduation day for Wang's Year 3 seniors at the college. Since the start of the program, over 1,000 students from ethnic minority villages have completed their tertiary education. Life will never be the same again for them.
要恭喜你们，我们这一届的毕业生，都是我们来自少数民族的，可以介绍一下你们吗？
我来自甘孜州石渠县，
然后我是来自甘孜州康定县的。
我是来自甘孜州理塘县的。
我是来自甘州襄城县的。
我看到你们毕业，我特别的感动，因为我听说山区要上学，小学可能都比其他城里面的小孩要迟啊。
城里的学生一般是21岁到22岁左右毕业，像我们这些现在25岁才毕业，所以说我们藏区的那种发展是特别那种贫困的。
好不容易啊，对不对？你说玩了几年，可是还是后来直追上去了。
对，追上去了，对。
就是我们因为是藏族嘛，所以说去参加进去啊，可能会比别人有一些不足。但是老师给我们都是支持和鼓励，从来没有说你不行啊什么之类的。从来我们辅导员对我从来都是你行的，你行，你肯定行，就是很大的肯定，让我就有了动力。
As they are specialized in electric power engineering, they are all immediately hired by the power company after graduation.
有没有想过，如果没有来读大学的话，现在你们会是在做什么？
可能现在在就是牧场，我们那里当地的牧场上放牛，打一些散工，然后洗碗。
咁而家佢哋大學畢業啦，都揾到穩定嘅工作，就好戥你哋開心，命運就真係唔同咗啦！恭喜恭喜恭喜！
Under this new idea of poverty relief, not a single student should quit school because they can't afford it. Funding for education in the country has reached 5 trillion yuan in 2020. There are now partial or full subsidies for poverty-stricken students in preschool, compulsory education, vocational secondary, and tertiary education. Since 2018, 8.5 million grassroots households have celebrated their family's first university graduate. education has empowered young people from rural villages. And as they soared higher to see the world outside, they brought home their new ideas to help their villages, starting a new path away from poverty. This time I'm visiting northwest Guangxi. It's very close to Guizhou. This place is called Rong'an. Rong'an is also a poverty-stricken county. Farmers used to grow rice that didn't sell for much. That's until a group of young people came back to their hometown and started an e-commerce project. Here's their base. Let's check it out. Hello, Brother Dong.
Hello, hello. Let me introduce us. These are our 4 shareholders. We call ourselves Rong'an F4.
F4, right.
We 4 partners were classmates. We're all post-90s.
Classmates? Oh, so you've known each other since childhood.
Yes.
Brothers. These 4 post-90s guys came from the Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. Their parents are farmers. As they grew up, they got a chance to study e-commerce management in college. Upon graduation, they went to work together in Guangzhou. Here we have the Guangxi F4. You are business partners now. You've known each other since you were small.
We were classmates. Upon graduation, we went to Guangzhou and worked in e-commerce. Because we studied e-commerce management, we were in the field over there, working on 3C digital products and cosmetics. We have years of experience.
Wei Xiaodong is like the captain of the team. These 4 teammates made a name in Guangzhou by achieving record sales of over 100 million yuan in e-commerce. So they thought, why work for others when they could start their own business? Why move back from a first-tier city to Rong'an?
There might be more opportunities and more money in a big city, but we're thinking we're farmers ourselves. We do have some special feelings for the village and the land. We're all the sons of farmers.
If we came back, we'd get some support from the government, and we could stay closer to our family.
We could come back together and keep the synergy as a team.
In 2017, they went back to their hometown. Each one chipped in 40,000 yuan and set up an e-commerce company selling a local specialty, the kumquat fruit. Since the fruit is a poverty relief product, they got support from the local government, which provided them with free office space, free water and electricity, and free internet.
These are the agricultural products for the poverty relief of 12 villages. Through online and offline channels and our experience in e-commerce, we distribute them. Here's our big data center for Rong'an kumquats.
2 big screens.
Yes, it's our base for smart agriculture. From planting to post-production management and sales, it's all managed by visible operations.
This is a surprise to me. They say Guangxi is poor, but you have such advanced technology.
True, we're very close to international standards now. Back in 2017, when we came back, e-commerce was getting popular everywhere. Yet we found that none of the companies here was professional.
With their experience from Guangzhou, the team successfully convinced farmers to sell their produce via live streaming sales and online promotion. In an instant, Rong'an kumquat became well known all over the country.
永安金桔23度甜，输入这个支付宝口令红包就可以领到钱了。永安金桔的搜索量从2000上升到2万，转化率也翻了1倍。永安金桔这个品第一次在阿里系做到了金桔的 Top 1。我们这边直播间。OK， 这里就是我们的直播间，我们也会进。
We often go to the orchards for live streaming.
You have the orchard too?
Yes, for people to see the fruit directly. It's more reassuring to customers.
This shared brand of Rong'an kumquat, from when people never tried kumquats before, to now that Rong'an kumquat is well known all over the country as a fruit of pure sweetness. We have seen many repeat customers.
The farmers focus on growing their kumquats, and you focus on raising their market value using experience and technology.
That's right.
Before they showed up, farmers would sell their fruit at the markets to dealers who would mark up the prices and resell them to consumers. But now, over 200 farming households have stopped doing that. Dong, you have more than 200 farming households under your leadership.
Yes, over 280. We often visit them at home to see what problems they may be facing. We're from the villages. We know the kind of disadvantages farmers are subjected to in selling their produce.
Farmer Wei Haibo joined Wei's network a few years ago as a cooperative farming household. How long have you been growing kumquats?
For 10 years already.
10 years? When did you join them?
About 2 or 3 years ago.
How were things before that?
Before, after growing the kumquats, at harvest, we would take it outside to sell to the dealers. When your products were good, they'd say they're no good, just 1 yuan per catty. If you asked for more, he wouldn't back down. When you refused, they offered someone else 80 cents.
You went through all that and they forced down the price?
Actually, the dealers were all on the same team.
They're together. They'd first check the goods, and then they say they'd pay just this. You wouldn't sell, so they sent someone else who would offer an even lower price. Then if you turned back to them, they'd say, I don't want it. Yours is only worth a few cents. They might even say they didn't want it.
The dealers would squeeze the farmers for a profit to make themselves the biggest profits. When we came back, we had this philosophy of not squeezing farmers for profits. We'd make money from the market instead, through branding. We don't need to compete against the farmers. We won't force down the prices or squeeze them. Through our knowledge and experience, we make money from the market. That's good enough.
By removing layers of premiums and with the team's knowledge about branding, attractive packaging and storytelling, 1 box of kumquats could now be sold many times more. In just a few years, the price paid to farmers jumped from 2 to 3 yuan per catty to over a dozen yuan.
Before, agricultural products like kumquats would be sold as local specialties. Now it's branded agriculture. Why can overseas fruit and vegetables be sold at such high prices? Chinese produce is not so inferior. Why must we sell in bulk like common local specialties? Without a premium, the farmers could only lower their costs. In that way, they couldn't give you good quality. But we want quality products with a premium and a brand name.
They invited experts to help farmers improve their produce quality.
We have local experts giving them solutions to raise the standards by using fertilizers and trimming the plants. Through data management and our local expertise, we've developed a solution for Rong'an kumquats that can be copied and promoted. By doing that, we can achieve the best quantity and quality.
The old way was we grew as big a plant with as many fruits as possible, regardless of size, treating high quantity as a good harvest. But it didn't work.
That concept didn't work.
I'm a farmer. I work so hard. You should buy them all, regardless of whether they're good or bad. We need to change this mindset. You can't just grow anything and expect good sales. One way is that if you're selling fruits for 3 yuan per catty, I'll tell you that I want a certain shape, round ones, and they must be ripe enough. On that basis, when it's 3 yuan in the market, I will pay 5. This is how we influence them and change their habits and mindset.
After a few years of hard work, they achieved a certain level of sweetness, shape and size, and production stability. The improved product is also meeting consumer demands. Both sales volume and prices are up.
My field used to bring in 500 to 1,000 yuan. Now I'm making several thousands.
Wow, many times more.
Many times more. In terms of investment costs, I'd invest 200 yuan in the past. Now I spend double, about 400 yuan. My sales price is many times more. Do you think it's worth it?
That's great maths.
With the execution of Wai Siu Dong's e-commerce poverty alleviation program, the growing of kumquat has tripled, which has successfully helped the economy of Rong'an.
After 4 to 5 years, more farmers are growing kumquats. Total farm size of the whole county increased from 60,000 mu to 200,000 mu. Wai's company has led 281 farming households out of poverty. Their 4-man team has expanded into a company of 20. They've recently built this warehouse to handle logistics. I'm truly surprised because I myself have interviewed many big companies and even listed companies' CEOs. You are as sharp in business as they are, yet you're only post-90s.
We think that in future, rural farming villages will need more educated young people with a lot of ideas. Our seniors, they're getting old. Our younger generation, how are we going to integrate with the older generation? We certainly have to face these challenges and be totally committed to it. I think it should be like this.
I hope you continue to work as great partners with the farmers. In the next episode, we're off to the great northwest, the Gobi Desert.
西海固呢度咧，可以話係中國扶貧史嘅起點啊！咁雖然係扶貧扶得早啦，不過呢度嘅環境咧，實在並唔係一般嘅惡劣啊！哇，你看，即係大風到這個程度，好難想像人類究竟係憑啲乜嘢先至可以戰勝咁惡劣嘅大自然啊！你跟人家说我买了这里10万亩地，人家都不会说，哎，怎么陈总你傻了吗？比这个更大，你们用手捡吗？这个很重呢，哇，我试试看，哇，用手，哎呦，小心小心，用手係冇可能喎，沒可能吧？我也還沒嘗過我們中國的紅酒，